Hi everybody. So yeah, my hair is wet. But it's gonna be kind of like oh my gosh, my nose is so stuffed up. Holy cow. I hate that feeling when you breathe in and then you can't breathe out because like you get all stuck in your nose. Anyways, um, so yesterday I started the Dukan Diet. And I'm not in bad shape or anything. I'm actually in pretty good shape. Um, I work out every day, I run, I dance every single day, so I'm in pretty good shape. But the reason I started going on this whole diet thing is because I need to make a major change in my eating habits. I've been eating a lot of carbs, um, a lot of grapes, which aren't as bad as some foods out there, but they have a lot of sugar in them, and that's another thing. I've been eating a lot of sugar. Um, which just isn't good for you. And I figured, going on this diet and changing my eating habits is definitely going to help me, especially in the areas of protein. I don't eat a lot of protein. I eat a lot of chicken, but, steak, beef, all that stuff, I don't really eat a lot of. So, this is the book, and I got it at Barnes & Noble's for $16. I have a Barnes & Noble member card, and I got like 40% off. It's originally $26, and then it was also an additional 30%, so I got like 70% off. It was kind of crazy. Not 70, probably like 50% off. So, this is the book, and basically, you really can't go off the website to do this diet. You really do have to get the book because it tells you a whole bunch of stuff that you really need to know. I'm in the attack phase right now, and yesterday was my first day, and I lost 4 pounds in one day, which I think is insane. And I didn't starve myself. I was constantly eating, but I wasn't eating bad stuff. I was eating meat, like, constantly. So if you're a vegetarian, you can't do this diet. But it's insane. I weighed 106 and yesterday morning, and that's the most I've ever weighed in my entire life, because I'm a short person. So that really is a lot for me. I'm 5 feet, or like 4'11". So I'm very, very short. So 106 is a lot for a small person. But I weigh 102 now, lost 4 pounds in one day, which is insane. And they said that, you would lose 2 to 4 pounds because, the shock that your body goes through, like, oh my gosh, I'm not getting all of this junk that she usually eats, and they said you're going to feel very sluggish the first few days. So, like, the key things are, like, meat. You can't have vegetables in the attack phase, which is killing me because I'm actually a very big vegetable buff. Like cauliflower, all that stuff, still good. But, yeah, I didn't eat any of that yesterday. For breakfast, I had an egg and yogurt, and I got this cinnamon bun yogurt. I'm actually not a big yogurt person, but I got this cinnamon bun yogurt at Publix for like 50 cents, and I got like 5 jars of it, and then like carrot cake. It is so good, and you can have it because it's fat-free, and it's just flavored. So they said if you want like a lightning fast start, you don't need to eat it, but I am sorry. It's good. I'm hooked. So I'm only allowed to have one thing of that, like, a day. It doesn't say that there's a limit, but I'm kind of trying to limit myself to that. And then for lunch, I had grilled chicken tenders, and dinner, and then I ate those throughout the day because I was getting hungry. And then for dinner, my mom made like London broil stuff because she's on the diet with me. And that was good, and I had like 3 pieces of that. So I'm not starving myself. Like, I am constantly eating. I went to dance yesterday, and I took the chicken tenders with me, and I probably had 10 chicken tenders. Like, I'm a big eater, y'all. And then for dinner, I had like 3 pieces of steak, and I was completely full. Now, you don't eat yourself sick or anything, but because you're not getting all the vegetables and the regular food that you eat, you do get a little hungry, and I'm trying to train myself to only eat when I am hungry, because that's a big problem is sometimes when I get bored I start eating, which is not a good habit to get into. So I'm basically trying to train myself to eat healthier and to not grab the carbs when I get hungry, but instead to grab protein or and not grapes either, because grapes are usually what I go for when I'm hungry. So I'm trying to steer away from that and go to like proteins and good stuff. So it really wasn't all that hard for me. It said that it was going to be hard the first couple of days, but the first day wasn't all that bad for me because I like eating. It's not really what I eat, it's just I like eating. I like munching on stuff, which isn't good, but that's something that this diet's really good for. So today is my last day of the attack phase because it said if you want to lose under like 10 pounds, 1 day is really enough. So I'm doing 2 days just to make sure. I want to see how much more I can drop. I want to get back to like 95. That's my true weight, my ideal weight. And tomorrow I'll go to the cruise phase, and basically the cruise phase, you alternate between days. So you've got 1 day of full proteins, 1 day of proteins and vegetables, 1 day of proteins, 1 day of proteins and vegetables, and it just alternates for a couple of weeks. And then basically you go to the consolidation phase, and after everything's done and you've gotten back down to your ideal weight, which hopefully won't take me too long, you've gotten back down to your ideal weight, then you go back to eating proteins every Thursday for the rest of your life, just proteins all day, which I don't think will be very hard if I get like in the routine. And then every other day you can eat whatever you want, but you have to have a tablespoon and a half of oat brands every day for the rest of your life. So we'll see. I mean, I think it's a cool idea. It's much different than anything I've ever tried before. Not that I've gone on any diets before, but I just want to get into a healthier way of eating. It's not to get skinny. It's not to be unhealthy. It's to be healthy for me, and get to a place where I'm happy, So I think this will be very ideal for me, and it'll train me to eat lots more proteins, and eat a lot healthier too, and feel better about myself and have more energy rather than eating all those carbs and kind of pulling myself down a little bit. So I'm really excited, and I will update y'all tomorrow to see how much more I lost, and hopefully we'll keep going with this thing. My birthday's next week, so that kind of sucks. I won't be able to have cake, but I'll make it through.